Hey, it's Andrew Downs. I'm proud to support Three Beards Media, and I would love to work with you. If you need merchandise for your company, organization, band, softball team, whatever, I can help. From name brand apparel to promotional items, large orders or small, online stores, and more, I can help your brand stand out. AKC Marketing is local, based in Johnston, and we are an employee-owned business, so our costs are low and our turnaround times are fast. But most importantly, we give you personal service to make sure you get exactly what you're looking for. Email me at andrew@akcmarketing.com or find me on social media, and let's make some cool stuff together. Now sit back and enjoy this Three Beards Media podcast.
Drop it.
Welcome back to another edition of the Ball Dome Live podcast. I'm Ted Heesmool. We are in week 14 already, my man. We are there's a lot going on in the state. We got to watch Cyclones get a big win last night at Hilton.
Yes, we did.
And there is a massive game for Clones fans this weekend. I think my brother's just getting down to Dallas right now. So we'll touch on some of the conference championship games and what all that means towards the end of the show. But to recap last week, it wasn't our best. I think I had us both going 2-4, 2-3 in our circa. Again, we do not run from our records. That puts me, I believe, at 37-35, 1-12 in college, another L there. I got you at 33-44, 7-6 in college plays, and we're sitting at 30-35 in circa. Just one more 5-0 week to get 500 there. Might as well start this week. How you feeling, man? What else is new?
Not a whole lot, man. It's crazy that we're knocking around the corner here for the playoffs. I'm excited to see what happens with the seeding and see how the committee just botches this. It's going to be epic meltdown.
If there is chaos this weekend, and I actually expect it,
I do too.
Go
UNLV.
Stuff's going to be for naught, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where they throw these teams, and I don't know. There's too much emphasis gets put on. The problem is that a lot of these schools, like South Carolina or something, for example, they all of a sudden people think they're good because they have a number behind them. It's like, no, but then that makes the SEC look good as a whole. It's like, oh, well, they were 16th, so it doesn't look that bad. It's like, no, there's a lot of bias there.
Why don't we just stay here then? We'll just start the show with college this week and stay on a little bit. So okay. It's going to get people keep talking about, Penn State and if Iowa State wins a playing. Penn State is like the one team that has no shot at the 5 seed. They can either beat Oregon and they're in the top 5, or they're going to lose to Oregon and they're going to fall back out. The only 3 teams that have a chance, I think, to be in the 5 seed are Oregon if they lose, Texas maybe if they lose. Otherwise, I think Notre Dame's going to slide there. I think Notre Dame's the most likely to be there. If Iowa State wins, it's pretty likely they're going to be the 12. Unless a couple things happen, I think is going to happen. UNLV beats Boise. I think that's happening.
Okay.
Clemson beats SMU. Also think that's happening. Now, the question is,
yes,
is Iowa State the 3 or the 4?
Right.
Well, we're for sure jumping. That's Big 12 fans actually should be cheering. Whoever wins that game should be cheering crazy for UNLV because UNLV will come in at the 12th. Actually, I was talking to Dan Ambrose. He doesn't think Boise will fall behind UNLV, and apparently the G5 just needs to be the highest-rated team, not a conference champion.
That is correct to an extent, but I think Boise's done if they don't.
Regardless, whoever that is going to be the 12. If Boise doesn't win, nobody else is going up to get.
It'll be UNLV. I think they'll slide them up.
They have to after they're beating them like that. I would think, but
They,
it's interesting to see. But yeah, I mean, it'd be cool to go to South Bend for a playoff game too. I don't think you can win that game. I think Notre Dame's playing actually.
I mean, part of me, like, I actually hope if Iowa State gets shipped, I want them somewhere. Like, it'd be fun to see that game. I would like it, but from like a selfish ticket point of view, like that will be the most expensive playoff ticket just because of proximity.
For sure.
If that were the case. So like go somewhere else and then I'll go there.
Eugene would be fun.
Eugene would be great. I've never been, so that'd be awesome.
Eugene would be fun. Been there, done that in Austin a bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. It's gonna be crazy to see how it shakes out. So
and we'll just get in there too. Like Clemson's my play this week. Clemson at
made it.
2.5. I think Clemson's gonna win outright. It's just a spot where, say what you want about Dabo. Been here a bunch. Yep. SMU's ahead of schedule with all their new donors getting re-involved. I mean, they basically bought their way in to the ACC without taking money. It's kind of how they're there.
Yeah.
We'll see. But, man, getting a 3-loss Clemson in there would be the most Clemson thing ever. That would slide out Bama. I can hear him crying already. Bama anyway. It's crazy.
That's more why I'm cheering for that type of – I'm with you on that play too, by the way. But I want – Bama Downs, this team lost to Oklahoma and Vanderbilt. I don't care. Get them out.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous that they're even being considered.
They got smacked by a bad Oklahoma team. They just lose the game. They got smacked.
Bad.
And what the problem is, South Carolina's probably playing the best football of anybody in the SEC right now, besides maybe Texas. And Ole Miss might be the best team. Neither of them are getting in either.
Nope.
So that's the name in the front of the jersey.
Cool. Yeah, I like your play. I'm torn. I really wanted to. I think I'll go with. Gosh darn it!
I mean,
I'm gonna lay it with Texas. I don't like this Georgia team, to be honest.
I think Georgia's gonna win.
Really, I don't like him.
I think there's part of it that it's just. I think there is minimal motivation from Texas on this. Again, I think they get the 5 seed on a loss. I like Kirby in these spots.
Yeah.
Georgia is my least confident play of the games, though. I really like Clemson. I like Iowa State with Arizona State's receiver out.
Yeah, I do too. That line.
His target share is like 42% of his routes ran. He gets targeted on something crazy.
Iowa State opened favored and then it flipped, and so that's a little weird, but
it flipped quick too.
Yeah, it did.
Well, they went from -1 to huge dogs.
Yeah, and I'll probably have a little bit on UNLV to be honest.
I like UNLV too. I like that game. Who are we forgetting about? Big Ten.
Oregon, Penn State.
Or I'm taking Oregon that one. I think that's maybe the only favorite I'm taking is Oregon.
Yeah, I would take Oregon if I had to, but yeah, I'll make my official play the Longhorns. I just think they're better. I really do.
I do too. I think Texas is better than Georgia. Yeah. I really do. So I can get behind that.
Cool.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see where they shuffle. I mean, if you're not playing this week, the committee has already placed you. So there's no, Miami is done. There's no jumping Bama. Bama needs a hope for no chaos. Maybe Bama only doesn't get in if they would need like Clemson steals a bid, obviously. Is that it? Is that their only chance to not get in? Is Clemson winning? Probably.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah, probably. I don't know. I mean, who knows? They'll find some sort of way, I'm sure.
We'll see. So it'll be a fun weekend to see. Gonna have
I'm excited for it.
9-year-olds staying overnight on Saturday for Braylon's birthday.
Ooh.
This weekend. So
nice.
Glad Iowa State's early. Get that over with, and then I get to read like bingo.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Regardless, it'll be exciting to see how it all shakes out.
Yeah. So. Fun weekend of games. So that that'll be fun. So why don't guys get any more college thoughts there? Otherwise, we can maybe throw it to a commercial quick and gather our thoughts for week 14 and try to put together a good 5-0 circle play. But other than that, yeah, go Clones. my biggest bet will be on Clemson now.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, well, why don't we go to our sponsor, get a word from our sponsor quick, and then we'll come back with our NFL picks this week for Week 14.
Making great tasting bourbon requires the perfect combination of ingredients, conditions, and time. The longer it rests, the better it tastes. Revelton Distillery's new single barrel bourbon is made from 80% corn, sourced 100% from Iowa farmers. And unlike mass-produced bourbons, each barrel of Revelton's single barrel bourbon is unique, proofed on when it tastes best. As they like to say, it'll be ready when it's ready. And to ensure the highest standards of quality and flavor, owners Rob and Christy Taylor oversee the production and bottling. Every single barrel. Iowa born, Iowa aged, Iowa bottled. Try the new single barrel bourbon from Iowa's own Revelton Distillery. ReveltonDistillery.com. When energy meets precision, anything is possible.
I'm Carter Hawley, the Chief Energy Officer of the Iowa State Cyclones. I'm full of energy on and off the court, but nothing gives me more energy than helping families find their dream home. And that's where Green Beret Realty comes in. They're more than just realtors. They're a team dedicated to getting things right for you and your family, just like we get it right on the court. Sometimes it takes a team to get the call right. And when you're buying a home, you want a team that makes all the right calls. That is Green Beret Realty. And here's the best part. When you buy or sell a home through Dan at Green Beret Realty and mention this ad, he'll make a donation to the We Will Collective, helping student athletes like me thrive on and off the court.
Green Beret Realty, because getting the call right means everything.
Welcome back to the Ball Don't Lie podcast. We are in week 14. We're ready to get going. And do not forget, if you haven't yet, to get in your Moneyline Dog of the Week. Again, our new sponsorship and teaming up with Burkwood Farms. Gave away a $50 gift card last week, I believe. Gary Babcock was the winner of the $50 gift card. I believe he had Memphis at plus 14.5 last week. So what a play there. But, yeah, here's a list of people that already got their plays in. I see some good ones there again, too. Another Browns money line. They were. Yeah. What a weird game that was. I'll take it.
Ooh, there's a play on there two plays that I have for. Nice.
Okay. We're gonna get to that right now. But again, thanks again to our new partners at Burkwood Farms, Jake and those guys over there. Again, the product's fantastic. Get your plays in to try to get your shot at a $50 gift card to Burkwood Farms with your Moneyline Dog pick of the week. I'm gonna get us started here. I think we both agree on this one. Let's start with Sunday Night Football. I have been anti-Kansas City on Lions for quite a while now, and it's kind of paid off. But I think this is a bad spot for a really, really banged-up Chargers team. I don't even know if Ladd McConkey's going to go. Teams have started playing more zone against them recently, and it's been harder for them to move the ball a little bit. I think it's just a really bad spot for the Chargers here. I don't think it says anything about them in the season. It's just a bad spot. I actually think Kansas City is going to win by over a touchdown this week on what's been a really sloppy 6-7 weeks for them. I'm going to take Kansas City -4 on Sunday Night Football.
You got it. Play number one. Yep. I agree. I mean, I think now we've talked about it at length, but the last time Kansas City covered was when they won outright as a dog at San Francisco. That was 6 weeks ago.
It's insanity. They're 2-10 against the spread and 11-1 actual record. That is that does not happen. It's really, really hard to have that happen. And they're not even winning by one score games. They're winning on last play of the game. So what's happening on there? They're winning by a play, not a possession. Botched here, blocked there. You just having to get it's the last play of the game to finish it off. It's not like, you controlled the game, you're up by a score, you had the ball, you kneeled out. It's not that. It's not what's happening.
No.
So it's been crazy for them, but they do get right here. I think on the same page, Kansas City -4, probably my favorite play of the week.
Yep, I like it. I am going to I'll lay it with another favorite here. 49ers -4. I
Got
think
a
it's
3.5 right now.
is it 3.5 in Circa?
Not in, it might be 4 in Circa, but
It's 4. Yeah, 4 in Circa.
4 in Circa. Okay.
So I just think this is a massive buy low spot. Well, maybe the ultimate buy low spot here. The Bears have lost some close games. I think it's a tough spot for them. They're coming off 3 division games in a row, which is rare. That's hard. Niners are just desperate.
They're super desperate.
And the thing is, like, so many people it feels like now all of a sudden they're a bad taste in people's mouths, right? They've played a fairly tough schedule. They've clearly battled a ton of injuries right now.
They blew 2 games early too, and if they don't do that, they're 7-5 leading the division.
Right? Yeah. It was the Cardinals and Rams blew them both up double.
Blew the Rams. Rams is bad.
Yeah. So give me give me the Niners here and what feels like a really good buy low spot.
Play number 2. Niners also making my card. The only holdback for me on this is if this Purdy shoulder thing is for real. Like if he gets out there and he just can't get it going, because I do think they're going to be able to throw the ball a little bit if he's healthy. But I mean, this is just a weird spot for Chicago, a guy you just promoted to play caller a couple weeks ago, who's been doing a fairly good job, by the way. Now was promoted to head coach. That's a lot going on right now with these changes, with just even that personnel. So I think it's going to be weird for the Bears the rest of the year a little bit. But like we were talking with Schiff Lathey, thanks again for producing the background. They have a really important decision, and boy, don't mess it up. Just throw the bag make it impossible for Ben Johnson to say no. That's the move. That's the play.
Yeah.
And after that, I don't know. Again, if they hire Cliff Kingsbury after they wouldn't hire him as a coordinator, bring him as a head coach,
I don't think they'll do that.
I don't think so either, but it keeps getting kicked around. But
yeah,
we'll figure it out. I'm gonna go back to my well again. My Cardinals -2.5 against Seattle. Spot play here. I think Cardinals are a better team. They need to get a win here. Seattle's been kind of playing over their skis a little bit. I just think Arizona's a better football team, and I'm going to go with Kyler over Geno. Turning the ball over a lot this year, actually, more than he has in recent years with Ryan Grubb, the BV grad.
I mean, this one the only thing it's goofy is it like feels too easy.
It's weird.
Yeah, I love the angle. It's a quick revenge angle here. They just played 2 weeks ago.
They did.
I mean, I'm a sucker for that. It's just like NBA back-to-backs. You lose one, you back the next team the next night blindly. It's same concepts kind of here apply. So I don't hate it. I'm going to go with the fishiest, smelliest line of the week, and probably walking into it. Don't care. I'll go against it. Brutal spot. I'm going to take the Rams at home +3.5. I call this the Tom, Dick, and Harry bet. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry that you know and I know, they will be betting Buffalo. This is why they build tall casinos, because the Rams probably went out right. And I said
I'll cheer for you here. I'm definitely not on Buffalo.
Yeah.
I don't think this is going to make our circa.
You're right.
But I'll be cheering for you on this one.
Yeah.
Big game for the Rams. You still won here. All of a sudden, that season's looking a lot different.
Brutal. They're off. I'll just add that the Bills are off Sunday night against the Niners.
Mm-hmm.
They have their game of the year is next week against the Lions. That's a massive look ahead. Massive look ahead spot.
That's a Josh Allen sew up your MVP game for him.
Yes. Yeah, it is, literally. So, I don't know. Rams are going to be desperate. McVay's going to throw the kitchen sink at this one.
He is. He's a great coach.
Yep. So,
I'll be cheering for you.
Okay.
I'm going to go with something. I don't think you're going to like this play. And we'll see, I guess. We'll see. I'm going to take the Falcons getting 6 at Minnesota. Falcons have been awful. Kirk Cousins has been awful. There's a revenge factor here with this a little bit with Kirk. He's been bad. Falcons don't win this game because I think Tampa is probably going to get a win, and whether they cover or not we can discuss. But all of a sudden now you're not leading the division anymore. I think this is a little desperation spot, and look, they're 10-2, but man, do we still trust Darnold? Like maybe I'm just maybe I'm not giving enough credit here, but I think 6 points is getting a little bump there on what the line should be. So I'm gonna take Atlanta.
There's I don't have this, but there's probably a good chance it makes our card. I think too, like Cousins, man, he played so bad last week, right? And
He's been bad the last 2 weeks, but really, really bad last week.
yeah, and
Really.
so I mean, and the fact that the Falcons, I mean, you and I played the Chargers, and so it's maybe a little luck on our side, considering. I mean, it was still I think they only lost by 4 with all the turnovers.
Final.
Yeah, so this really, I mean, it's the classic too, revenge, right, against your old team. You know, it's going to be a big effort. Minnesota just isn't that type of team that gets like crazy margin either.
No, and that's why I think they're getting a little. I think this is a good line for us. I really do.
Yeah. I don't hate it actually. So there's a good high likely that this makes it for us.
All right.
Oh, I've him hawed around after we even talked last night before the game.
Did too.
And
I might have backed off on some of my takes.
Yeah, I backed off one of the dogs. I feel like it's almost too easy. I've like, bleh. Anyway, I am gonna take the Raiders at 6.5 at Tampa. Look, the team clearly, I feel like after what we saw with Kansas City, I mean, they should have won the game.
They should have won the game.
But to me now, without a doubt, O'Connell is so much more better than Minshew.
He's better than Minshew, and that's I'm gonna have to eat a little bit of crow on that because I think he's terrible. I still don't think he's a good quarterback, but boy, he has a chance to be your backup for whatever you guys decide to do. I'd be fine with being the backup. Gets rid of the ball, plays on time.
But man, they at least move the ball.
Yeah.
With him, and so
it resembled an offense last week.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for the first time in a long time.
Why are people not doubling Bowers? I don't just double him.
Yeah,
make somebody else catch the ball.
Yeah. Tampa's off division overtime game against Carolina. Snuck it out. It feels like just a game that Tampa's probably really not all that excited about. Kind of, going through the motions type. So I don't know. With Raiders still playing hard, maybe they throw it in, maybe they don't. But with O'Connell being back, I'm just playing that angle because of what I saw from him. That's literally the reason. It seems like they had a little giddy in their step, I guess you could say. So,
all right.
Ugly dog again.
I know we talked a little bit about Jets in Miami.
Yeah.
I'm going with Miami now. I'm taking it.
Are you? All right.
-5.5. I'm going to. I just really thought about it. Man, I almost had myself talking to Jets at one point. And then it's just, I looked at it again. I think I think they're still convinced they can make a run in that locker room. And I don't know what the hell is going on in the Jets locker room. That was horrible last week. They can't finish. That team's a mess. And I think Miami's going to be able to score some points on them. So I'm going to take Miami.
Okay. Yeah, I don't hate it. And I get why. Probably could be convinced on that too, I guess. Let's see. My last one. I'm going to Monday night, and this is a play I saw that on the clip there for the dog of the week. But I'm gonna take Dallas getting 6 here at home against the Bengals. If Cincy has to, they're pretty much mathematically got better chance of hitting the Powerball now than making the playoffs. So I think season's done. Last week was just writing on the wall now with playing another ugly game against the Steelers. I don't see the motivation. Cowboys, believe it or not, they're right there. They're right there for that final spot. Somehow, I don't know how, but they've won the last 2 weeks. They're playing tough. I just don't see it. I'm taking that motivational angle here on prime time. Go back here. Look too. Like, this is interesting. The Cowboys were just catching 7 against the Texans on Monday night.
This is play 3 for us, by the way.
Okay.
Cowboys on the card too. Why are the Bengals favored against 6 against me? Anybody?
Well, yeah, I don't.
Their defense is bad.
Defense is bad. Burrow only really plays like when he gets down like 13, and then he just goes Joey B and just starts lighting it up.
But he can light it up all he wants, and he's still scoring 38 points if they're losing because their defense is giving up 40-some every week. Like Cooper Rush plays on, he's fine against a defense like that. That's not going to be able to get to him either. Like,
yeah,
CD might have 200 yards.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, this
I think Jake Ferguson's going to be back too. That's sneaky, underrated tight end there too. That's a big deal. I think the Cowboys are going to win.
All right, yeah, I do.
Here, I think this is stealing. So
yeah,
I think the Cowboys win outright. If this was a pick 'em, I think I would take Dallas.
Yeah, motivational angle here for me. So
that's definitely play 3 for us too. I agree with you. So
all right, that's all I got for the NFL.
5 plays. I got 6 for me. We could run through them quick. Again, I want to remind you for our Berkwood Farms Moneyline Dog of the Week. Enter that on some of our socials there too for your chance at a $50 gift card from Berkwood Farms. Jake and our friends there. So make sure you get your play in online for a chance at a $50 gift card. I got recap here a little bit too. You had Texas for your college play with the point. I think is it 3?
3, yeah.
Yeah. And you had Kansas City -4, San Francisco -3 in the hook, Rams +3 in the hook, Raiders +6.5, Cowboys +6. I had Clemson for my college play. Kansas City -4, Niners -3.5, Cardinals -2.5, Falcons +6, Miami +5.5, Cowboys +6, and we have 3 agreed upon plays for our circle plays with Kansas City, San Francisco, and Dallas. So we have 3 locked in there, and as always, we will tweet out our all of our plays and our circle plays.
I think the Falcons probably have a high chance to make it.
Okay. So probably Atlanta on that too.
Probably be one I'd put a star by there.
Cool.
So,
well,
I like the way that card's shaping up. So,
all right, I do too. A little better than we started. Actually, talked through it.
Yeah.
Feel better about it.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, thanks again to Chris for producing. Again, get your picks in
Chris.
for the Berkwood Farms Moneyline Dog of the Week. Chance at a $50 gift card. Go Cyclones. Go UNLV. As always, I'm Ted. He's small. Guys, I take it.